Hello. It works. Oh my gosh. You don't know how long we worked this morning trying to make sure this thing worked. Good morning, everyone. I'm not Pastor Pam. I did not bring a joke. That worked, though. Okay, that's what I was hoping for. Let's have a prayer, please. Lord, may the words that you give me and the meditations of our heart be pleasing unto you and bring light, love, and joy in your name. Amen. Amen. Let your light shine is something that we've heard. We've sang it when we were children. We have heard it all our lives. We hear all different things about light. We have sunlight. We have moonlight. We have that smile lights up your face. We have all different things about light. Light is so important. Light is so life-giving. And sometimes in our worlds, we lose our light. Or we think we've lost our light. Close your eyes just a minute. You don't see any light. But then, as you wake up, as you open your eyes, the light comes back in. Every day that God allows us to open our eyes, you still have light, whether you feel like it, whether you're bubbly and happy and joyful, or whether you're just going through the motions and getting through the day. If your eyes are open and you can see, there is light, and you have light to give others. And when we let our light shine, it doesn't always mean that we are exceedingly happy or we're exceedingly joyful and our life is full, our face is full of smiles and joy and wonderfulness. Sometimes our light is just that little spark. Somebody gives you a smile, you're feeling down, you're feeling horrible, and somebody gives you that little smile when they walk by you. And when somebody smiles at you, you can't help but smile back. It just happens. It's kind of like a yawn. A smile catches, and then your light lights up again. And the next person that sees you will see that little bitty light. And sometimes that's all they need to get through that day. Sometimes just that little smile, just that little light that all of us carry inside ourselves, that all of us have, is just what another person needs to get through that day. And some of us deal with depression and it feels like our lights are out all the time. But just remember, if your eyes are open, there's light. If you can see something, there's light. And God has given us that light. And we can help our light shine all around us. Stand up a little bit taller. Nod a head sometimes just to someone. Just letting them know that you're there. Letting them know that God is in you. And that God has given us light. And it's a wonderful thing. I have a little illustration I want to show you about how easy it is and how impressive it is to pass on light. It's going to get dark for a minute, everyone. This candle at the front, I'm using to light my candle. I didn't diminish that candle, but now I've added more light to the room that was gone. Now, I found another candle around the room, and I lit it. And that made the room just a little bit brighter. My light is still shining. My light is still just as bright as it was. But I've passed on light. And we've given light to someone else. Uh-oh, it went out. But all I have to do is remember where my light was last and go back and it lights again. And sometimes we have to shield our light. We're not covering our light. We're not hiding our light. We're shielding our light. And now we're going to try again.
Yes.
And now that light is lit. Sometimes we have to slow down so that our light doesn't go out. Sometimes we have to recharge ourselves to find our light. Some people's light is bright no matter what. But not everyone's. Are there any candles here? Here comes one. See how much brighter the room is getting? See how much more light? Just one light. And look, it's brightening the room. And now, at first, when we couldn't see anyone, now we're starting to see faces. And we're starting to see others' lights. And the light is growing from one light. There's light in the corner. The corner is lit. My light is burning. It's getting smaller. My candle is getting smaller. But it's still burning just as brightly. And look at all the dots. Look at all the pieces of light that are around the room. And how much joy when you look up and you see that shiny little candle there. You know you have somewhere to go. You have somewhere to see the light. Your eyes are drawn to the candle lights. Your eyes are drawn to the points. We're looking for the candle lights around for the brightness. We're not looking in the darkness. We're not looking around. We're finding the light. And every one of us in this room, whether you're holding a candle or not, you are illuminated by the lights that are around you. Even just that little bit of light that is around you is illuminating you. I'm looking at Otto right now, and his glasses are reflecting all the light. Otto's bringing me light. Even though he's not holding a candle, his glasses are part of his light. He's shining from the reflected light. This is, thank you guys, this is how we can help each other, and how important it is that you're letting your light shine for others to see. It was amazing how we went from total darkness in here, and then it was light enough that we could all see each other's faces. When you let God's light shine through you, whether it's just saying a kind word, whether it's telling someone that when they ask you, how are you today? Well, I'm fine. How are you? Yeah, those are kind of empty words, but it gets the conversation going. They can say fine back, and then you smile at each other and you move on with your day. Sometimes just speaking to someone is all they need to continue on and to be recognized that they are a worthy and important part of somebody's world. Maybe only for that moment. Okay, I see strangers all the time that I say hi to, or I speak to, or I nod to. No, they're not an important, integral part of my life, but for that moment, they connected me and they made me feel glad that they acknowledged me and I acknowledged them. When we're dealing with the loss of light in our lives, sometimes that's all we need is just that feeling that for a moment, I was important to somebody, important enough for them to acknowledge the fact that I existed. Don't forget to acknowledge people when you're walking around, when you're doing your daily task. When you're walking down the road and you're in a hurry, or you're walking through the store and you're in a hurry, and you look up and there's that person right there that just blocked the way, and everybody's seen the thing where, oh my gosh, we're getting road rage in the grocery stores now. No. Say, hi, how are you? Oh, I'm fine, thank you. And everybody goes on, but you made that person happy for that moment. And you made yourself happy because you took away that, oh my gosh, I wish they'd get out of my way feeling, and replaced it with, oh my gosh, I'm glad I saw you today. So as we go on with our lives and as we move forward with the different things that we do in our worlds, remember that sometimes just that speaking to someone really means something to that other person, and that when you greet people and when you pass your light on to other people, that you're passing Christ's light on as well. And that's what it's all about. When we can pass Christ on and pass Jesus and God on to someone else in just that moment, then God has touched us again and again and again, because we just keep magnifying God just like we magnified the candlelight. And sometimes we need to magnify our own light. Sometimes we need to magnify someone else's. And that is how we let our light shine, by helping others get their lights and magnifying our own. And as long as we do that every day in a peaceful and pleasant manner, then God can see, then other people can see God working through us. And that's what it's all about, is other people seeing God through us so that they want to be a little more like us. Because we are so blessed and so happy and so thankful that we have this God that gives us this light that we can shine on everyone else. Thank you.
Amen.